Hi, my name is Yanni. Today we're going to talk about me first. I'm the favorite favoritism, nepotism, cronyism in business world today. So let's give a little background. What is favoritism? It's the provision of special treatment to a friend, colleague, acquaintance in the areas of employment, career, and personnel decision. So where did this term come from? It came from the 15th century to describe the family, the Borgias, which they had a huge influence within the monarchies in the surrounding countries due to their patriarch being the Pope at the time. So it seems like that's centuries ago and that wouldn't happen now. But is it still relevant today? I would say yes. So let's see. We have pictures like the Clinton Koch brothers, Ford family, the Bushes, and even the fictional family, the Sopranos. So all of these people, what they have in common is that people know them by name, and so automatically they're associating different words. So if they have a family member, they're going to go on the fact that they have that last name. So let's see a current issue where a corporation there that was family owned. That was a family owned business that's now a corporation that's still using nepotism.
It is Walmart Shareholder Week, which means thousands of Walmart employees, investors, and even some celebrities have flocked to Fayetteville, Arkansas.
That's right, and there's already been a big announcement. Greg Penner will replace longtime chairman Rob Walton. Penner is a Walton by marriage, and Bloomberg's Olivia Stearns is in Fayetteville with details. Olivia, was this a surprise?
Pim, no, it wasn't really a surprise. Perhaps it was a surprise that the announcement happened today. There's been a lot of push, particularly from institutional shareholders, to have a more independent director. That is not what we have because Greg Penner is the grandson-in-law of founder Sam Walton, so he's very much an insider of the Walton family. He has been on the board for about 7 years. He was vice chairman, so that made him sort of the heir apparent. That's why it's not a big surprise. In this role, he has been serving as chairman of the Technology and E-Commerce Committee, and I just want to read you a quote from the press release. Walmart saying he brings an ideal blend of finance, technology, and international business expertise, as well as a deep knowledge of Love and Walmart to his role. So a lot of the shareholders and analysts I've spoken to are sort of happy to see this because they've...
All right, so let's get back to the PowerPoint. So as you can see with that is that nepotism is still relevant because even though that chair member is not related to them by blood, but he's related to them through marriage, and they got him because he represents the values that the family wants, and also he's a very smart person. So let's take a global look at it. Inside the U.S., nepotism is seen as a bad thing, whereas outside the U.S., it's actually seen as a good thing, especially in these three areas we have here, which is Asia, Latin America, and Arabic countries like in the Middle East. But each of these three different areas use nepotism for a different reason. Whereas Latin America, they use it because they trust their family. Whereas whereas Asia, they use favoritism because they want to pass down the business. But if you're not competent, they will fire you. And then in the Middle East, it's all about who has the most influence in the tribal council. But it's countries that's like the U.S. too that do not like favoritism, like Italy, which they actually made illegal in 2008. So the legal issues of this is that it's not really a strict law about how to regulate favoritism. It's just different things to prevent it from becoming a widespread thing. So like Title VII, ADA, Uniform Service Employment and Reemployment Rights Act, they prevent people from discriminating against anybody just because of their race, color, disability, or military service. But it is illegal to have a consensual relationship with your supervisor and expect favors from this. So is nepotism good or bad? Well, we really can't say because nepotism is good on the extent as reciprocal nepotism, which is you hire that family member because the values and goals and mission that you have for your business, and they represent who you are. Whereas on the bad side, that if you use entitlement, just bring someone in just because they're your family, it can decrease employee morale, decrease their productivity, create a sense of entitlement, which can breed discontent and frustration and actually injure the company's reputation, because an investor and a new employee is not going to want to come in to a company that they can't actually control or have any input in the decisions. So how to avoid it? So basically, you have to make sure you have a clear policy and rule on this. So to do this, you have a workplace relationship policy and an anti-fraternization policy. These two policies will prevent people from hiring family and friends, because they won't be allowed to hang out with this person outside of work for a long period of time. And then you have to educate the employees on these policies so they know what is appropriate and what is inappropriate. And also, you have to be alert on rumors of relationships, and meet with the individuals to see if it's impact their work at the job. But also keep detailed records of whenever time you're promoting someone new, because you need to of a record of showing that this person was competent and they have accomplished all the things that you gave them. And this will help your defense just in case you go to court on this. So this is nepotism in the workplace. So thank you for looking at my presentation, and I hope you